Good morning. It's about 11 o'clock, so kind of a late start to the day, but that's alright. I don't really have any specific plans for today, so probably just gonna chill, hang out, maybe do some stuff around the house that I need to do. And do you hear the construction outside? I bet I know where it's happening too, because we live next to a place that does construction like every morning for the past 4 months. It's like every single morning they're out there. And it's like, what are they working on? I don't even know. Can't even tell. Looks the same every day. But yeah, good morning. Rock, get out of it. Oh. I forgot to vlog my coffee. I already almost drank half of it, but
and when I finish my new day closest by
very
next
delicious.
to, I will have it gladly.
Kiss. We have set a goal for us to eat dinner at home 3 times a week. At least 3 times a week, because we eat out a lot. And today's Tuesday. So, Sunday, did we eat dinner at home? No, because it was Easter. But does that count? Because we didn't go out to eat.
Yeah, we still eat a home cooked meal.
So, we'll do H for home. Yesterday, we did go out to eat. So, that's an O.
What did we eat yesterday?
I had pizza, and you had McDonald's. Yeah. So, and we're going out for lunch today, which I'm going to say counts as dinner. Because we probably won't eat dinner.
Because you're going to eat leftover pizza for dinner.
Yeah. So, I need to cook 2 more times at home this week. What a mess. Who made that mess? Hey, vlog. This is the lunch. It's the chili right now. I don't know what that means, but I got it. And he has steak, cheese, and rice as always. We finished eating, and the chili Reno, I didn't really like it. It turns out it's a stuffed pepper that's stuffed. It's got like vegetables, and it says minced meat in it, and it's topped with an egg, and then it had like red sauce all over it. But I didn't really like it, so I ate the salad, beans, and rice. Um, excuse me. And our waiter came by. He was like, "Do you guys need anything?" And I was like, "Oh, just a box for the rice, thanks." And he was like, "You didn't like the chili reno?" And I was like, "No, but I tried it. I tasted it." And he was like, "Okay." Um, and we paid for it, obviously. And then we went to the thrift store, and recording completely slipped my mind. But we were only there for like 5 minutes because I found this piano keyboard, which I've been wanting one for a long time, and I don't remember exactly which ones I had saw. I don't remember exactly which ones I had saw on Amazon, or I guess I had seen on Amazon. But I think they were like $60 or something. This one was $60 at the thrift store, which I think is crazy because I'm pretty sure that's more than it is brand new. I think this one, I don't think it was $60 brand new. It might have been, but you can get ones like this for, I think I saw it on Amazon for like $50. But the furniture room, everything was 50% off, so it was $30. So I was like trying to look on my phone and figure out if I could find one brand new for less than $30 that I would like. But then I started to get like overwhelmed, and I was just like, you know what, this is probably a good deal. I'm just gonna get it. And then we also found a digital picture frame back there, which I've been wanting a digital picture frame. I think they're so cool and so cute. The place I work, they have a digital picture frame, and I will literally just sit there and stare at it and look at the pictures because I think it's so cool. And it also has a calendar function, so I'm very excited about that. I don't like that you have to plug it in. I wish it took batteries, but I do have a USB battery pack, but I don't think that will work for that, so maybe that doesn't even matter. Um, but yeah, we got those. We were only in there for 5 minutes because I grabbed the piano and I was like, okay, let's go. Let's go. And now we're almost home. So we rode our bikes to the air pump so we could put gas in our tires. I don't know what it's supposed to look like or how to know. Like, I don't know. I think it looks fine, but he said that he thinks his needs air. So hopefully this is working because I have absolutely no idea what's going on or how to do it. No, how far we went, like in distance, or how long we went because I didn't wear my watch. But I'm sweating. I'm so tired, and I'm not gonna shower. I'm gonna shower this evening. I showered yesterday evening. I'm just gonna put on different clothes. I'm so tired, but I love biking. I think it's so fun. I had a great time. We live in a place with like a lot of traffic though, so it's kind of scary. Because you're supposed to, as far as I know, you're supposed to ride the bike on the road, like on the side of the road, because you're not supposed to be in people's yards, and the sidewalk is for pedestrians. But like, there's no bike lane or anything, so you have to ride like next to the cars, and so it's kind of scary. But yeah, it was fine. We're okay. And now let me show you the piano that I got. This is the piano. Um, it comes with the stand and the power cord. And then this is the digital frame, which I think Dee said you have to put like an SD card or something in it. Yeah, an SD card. So I'll grab one of those. It's really dusty, but I'm very happy with my purchases because these are both things that I've been wanting. So it's not like I bought things impulsively because I've been specifically wanting these two things. So that made me happy. Do you hear her eating? She takes bites of her food and then brings it to wherever I am and eats, and then goes gets another bite and brings it and eats. But I'm gonna put on different clothes because I'm burning up. Um, the the weather says it's 63 degrees outside. And it was chilly when we were out there, but then after we finished riding our bikes, I was like, damn, it's hot. I think I've rambled for long enough. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm gonna do the laundry. That's what I've decided that I'm gonna do. And I take the laundry from the laundry room into the living and I set it on the couch so I can organize it and sort it into like what needs to go in this room and what needs to go in that room. And this is the couch cover that I got from Amazon. It's supposed to be green, and when I opened it, I thought it was like gray. So I returned it, and then they sent another one, and it's the exact same thing, which apparently this is green. Do you hear him? Anyway, Dee says that this is green, and I guess I see how it's green, but it's definitely not the green that it was in the listing. And I left a review, and I was like, I thought they sent the wrong color, but it turns out that the green is just like really gray. Excuse me. And I said that it sucks ass. And my review was not submitted because it said that it violates terms and conditions. But yeah, I cannot recommend this if you want to get it in green. And it has like little foam anti-slip covers that you're supposed to put in here, but those would constantly just come out no matter how far down you shove them in the couch, they would come out. So we just took them out because they were just making it more difficult. But the dogs are playing. They love each other, don't worry. This was just a load of towels, so I'm gonna put these away. And then I'm gonna do the dishes, which I won't show you because I'm looking at this that needs to be cleaned up. Because I don't think you want to see a bunch of dirty dishes. But I'll try to remember to show you after, when they're clean. Dishes are done. Hooray. The dishes are done. The clean laundry's put away. I put another load of laundry in. And I'm feeling kind of drained. Dee's taking a nap. And the dogs are all sleepy, taking a nap. I don't really want to take a nap. I'm just like physically exhausted. I just want to lay down. Maybe I'll watch some TV or something. I don't know. I just want to take a break to sit down and do nothing for a second. Sometimes I feel guilty when I'm off work and I want to sit down because on days that I don't work, my brain tells me that I should be up and I should be cleaning, deep cleaning the whole house, getting a bunch of stuff done, decluttering, getting just being super productive. But I have to keep reminding myself that rest is productive. It's okay to sit down. I don't have to do things all day long, but I feel guilty sometimes when I want to just sit and rest. But I know it's not real. It's not real. If you have any tips, but will it even help? Will it even help? I did end up taking a nap. Um, Dee was taking a nap, so I just took a nap also. And then we played some video games, and he got dinner. I'm not hungry, and I think I'm gonna take a shower, and then I might do some cleaning or some decluttering because I showed you the dining table earlier. That dining table has been like that since I moved in December. So, more months than I would like it to be like that. Um, when I moved in, I had pneumonia really bad, and I didn't go to the doctor because I was thinking it was just a cold and that it would go away. So I had pneumonia and it's pretty bad. So I didn't really have any energy to do anything until February. So I started, and like nothing was unpacked or anything until February, the end of February. And so last month I decluttered a lot. I gave a lot of stuff to my sisters and I donated a lot of boxes of things. Like the boxes she's eating. She's always eating when I'm recording. Um a lot of the boxes that I used to move in, we ended up filling those with stuff and taking to donation, anything that my sisters didn't want. Um so I've decluttered a lot, unpacked a lot last month. There's just little things here, and I say little. The dining table is like a quite a large area, but whenever I want to declutter, my brain finds the most satisfaction in like the little things, like drawers, cabinets. The dogs keep barking because they see the cat. So my brain is everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna take a shower now. I just got out the shower. I did not wash my hair because my hair wash day is tomorrow. Um, but I remembered something while I was in the shower because I've been feeling been having a hard time the past 24 hours related to my mental health. Um, and I remembered something that I learned in school. I remembered that your well being is like a triangle. Like if you take an overhead view of your well being, it's a triangle. And there's three categories to your. Hopefully, I'm able to edit out this brushing sounds because if not, this is all gonna just be thrown away. There's three categories in your well being. Your social well being, which is like your relationships, like your family and your friends, and then your mental and emotional well being and your physical well being. And sometimes I'm tired, and so I'm like, I am gonna take a nap or I'm gonna lay down, and the nap sometimes happens. Sometimes it's just hours of me watching YouTube, which I'm trying not to do. If you want to cut your screen time, side note, if you want to cut your screen time, what really helped me is I started going on hikes. Since I started going on hikes a couple months ago, I feel like my screen time has cut down drastically. And then even better, I bought a bike. So now anytime I like want to scroll on my phone, sometimes I do because there's nothing wrong with scrolling a little bit. Um, if I find myself wanting to go on my phone and I feel like shit, I'll ride my bike and I feel a lot better. Um, but what was I getting at? Sometimes I'm tired, and so I'm like, I should take a nap. And so I lay down or I take a nap, and I don't really feel any better. And so I think what I realized in my shower is that I'm tired, but I'm not physically tired. That's not the part of my well being that I'm struggling with. So no wonder I don't feel better. Like I'm probably mentally tired, which is aided by other things, not sometimes a nap. Sure, if you're upset, a nap can make you feel better, but you know, it won't always. And so sometimes I think I know. I'm like, I'm mentally tired, so I can't do this right now. When looking back on it, I was actually physically tired because I would get started, do a couple things, and then just be like, wow, like I'm just so worn out from trying to do one little thing. when in reality, it was not because I was physically tired, it was because I was mentally tired. I was mentally drained, which I started to think, like, okay, well, what mentally rejuvenates me? What makes me feel better when I'm mentally tired? And so I started to make a list in my head, and I was like, well, no, because that's not always true. And so I was like, well, when I'm mentally tired, like, walks make me feel better. That's true. Biking makes me feel better. That's true. Being outside. And I was like, well, believe it or not, I like to clean. I like to clean. I like to declutter. I like to tidy. I enjoy it. And sometimes that mentally rejuvenates me, and sometimes it doesn't. And so, ramble, ramble, ramble. I guess the point is, I'm still learning about my body and my brain and what makes me feel better and what makes me feel tired. And I think sometimes it's hard to accept and to give yourself grace with the fact that you are still learning and you're not supposed to know anything yet. I feel like, well, why don't I should know what I'm feeling. I should know what makes me feel better and what makes me feel worse. And I don't. I don't know that. And it's practice, practice, practice of giving yourself grace and giving yourself love. It's hard. And it's easier said than done. But if I think the quote is, if you get 1% better every day, compound interest or something. I don't know. But I have to be intentional every day. I was talking to Dee last night about how 2 years ago my life completely changed for the better. And I have been so happy. Like, this is the happiest period of my life. And why is this not even? This is the happiest period of my life 2 years ago. And I don't think I've ever been kind to myself until 2 years ago. So there's a lot of catching up to do. And I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. You might feel like you have a lot of catching up to do. I had a horoscope the other day on the app CoStar. I don't really mess with horoscopes, but I do think it's fun. Um, so sorry if you think that's gross. Um, if you like horoscopes, maybe you like the app CoStar. Um, and it said, "Don't rush. Life is not a race. Remember that all of these deadlines and all of these things that you're rushing into, like, you've made it all up in your head. There's no deadline, there's no finish line, there's no check marks, like, everything is made up." And that, I was like, I know this, but it's hard to feel this. So if I screenshotted it, I'll share it somewhere. But if I didn't, hopefully you get the point. But yeah, there's what I thought of in my shower. I think what I want to do now is water my succulents because I haven't done it in a while, and caring for my plants makes me happy, and it could be an easy step to get me motivated to do something else, or it could be the last thing I do today and I'll feel accomplished for doing that. So either way, it'll be a win. I have this ZZ plant that stays in the bathroom. This is the second longest plant I've had. I think I've had this for three or 4 years. This is half of it because this is the pot that I bought it in, and it got too big for this pot, so I just split it in half and put the other half in a different pot. But I think it was about this big when I bought it, so I would say it's doubled in size. And there's a baby. There's a baby in there. And this is a self-watering pot. I recommend it. It's a low light plant, so it's been really easy. I definitely have not watered it. I water it a lot now since I moved out, but before I moved out on my own, this plant, for the entirety that I had it, 1 or 2 years, had probably only been watered a handful of times, if that. Could have only ever watered it once. So, yeah, this one, I definitely think I'll keep forever. This is Dee's room. I'm not going to show too much of it because it's not my room. But he keeps these windows blacked out because he does not like light in his room at all. So all he has is the ceiling light, which obviously is like never on. And I want to put plants in here, but I have absolutely no idea what plant I could put in here. Because even like the ZZ plant, it has to have light. Like, even if it's low light, it's like, I guess this is the hallway door that light will spill into this room. So, in the bathroom, I have a grow light in there, which is what spills into this room is the grow light. So I guess I could put something maybe on this nightstand here, but I don't know. I have one of the lucky bamboo in my room, which people say are good for windowless bathrooms because they won't grow, but they'll stay alive. So I guess I could get one of those for in here. I am open to your recommendations, but I also understand that options are slim. Options are slim. This is a string of pearls propagation that I got from my sister. Technically, this is a succulent, but this has no drainage. And I just mist the top with a mister whenever I remember, and it looks dry. So there was more in here, but it dried up and died. But I'm really not too worried about it. I feel like this is a pretty sturdy plant, and once it establishes, it'll do pretty well. There's 3 little burrows in there, but yeah, I just have a mister, and I make sure it's pretty saturated, um, without pouring water on it, because I feel like if I pour water on it, it'll just get way too wet. This is my other ZZ plant that sits in here in the living room next to my bird of paradise, which is leaning because I never put the rock back in there, which is also growing a new leaf. So this is my other ZZ plant. I know you can't see too well, but this big plant is here. Eventually, I would like to get like a bar stool or a small table or something to put the ZZ plant over here because this is right across from the window. So this, I imagine, would get fine enough light for a ZZ plant. So, get a little stool or something to place a ZZ plant in this corner and move this fake plant into Dee's room because this one doesn't need light. This is where my other plants are. I keep doing this, but I do this a lot in my personal life, so that's just how I talk. I have another string of pearls over here, some little succulent propagations that I've had for over a year. Over a year. And then my aloe, I used to have a bunch of aloe, but I condensed them all to this one pot, and anything that didn't fit in here, I gave to my mom and my sister. And then these that never germinated. This one germinated and then died. I'm gonna continue to water them for a while because I think I've had them for, I don't know, a month. Which I know you're saying, girl, throw them out. Not throw them out. Pour the soil back in the soil bin. But I think I just didn't water them enough. I think I just let them dry out. But I'm gonna move this aloe over there. this string of pearls is the same propagation from my sister, and I just spray it with the spray bottle. I brought them in here so I could water them and also fertilize them, but I just realized that my fertilizer is in the laundry room and the dogs are in their little sleeping area, which is blocked off with a baby gate, and then the laundry room's past that. So I could try to sneak past them, but I don't want to bother them. But I might. I think I will. I think I'll try. They're sleeping. If you hear that rattling, they're sleeping. Not one of them's sleeping in a kennel, and one of them is just sleeping on the floor because their kennels are over there, and sometimes they like to sleep in them because I guess they feel safe in their kennels, but they're not in their kennels. They're in the daycare. Okay, so only do I start every clip with okay? um, these are the only three that I have in here. I feel like I guess it's because I had so many aloe plants in separate pots that's why it used to feel like I watered so many more. But we just have these two aloe in these two ZZ in the aloe. This is the fertilizer that I'm gonna use. Usually I would measure it and like make sure that I'm doing the ratio right. But I'm just gonna put a little teeny tiny drop in this. This is, if you don't know, this is what I use to water my plants. Because I don't have a watering can. And I water the plants outside with the coffee pot because, like I said, no watering can. So I'm just gonna put a little teeny drop in here and top water these. The drain stoppers in there. Top water these until the sink starts to gather a little puddle at the bottom. There's a small puddle of water in the bottom, and I didn't wipe the leaves off, which typically I do wipe them off every single time I water, but I haven't watered my plants in so long that I'm watering them. I did water all my house plants last week. Now I'm watering all my succulents, which guaranteed is a smaller amount, but typically I'd water them one by one and wipe the leaves off of whatever ones I'm watering. But I'm not going to wipe leaves off because one ZZ plant would be enough to take me out. So I'm gonna let these sit, and then I'm gonna make gnat traps. One for the bathroom, and then one for here in the kitchen, I guess. So I'll show you how I do that. I'm gonna use these two cups because these are just what was on the counter. And this recipe is one that my mom's texted me. So she probably found it online. You probably Google gnat trap vinegar, water vinegar, and something will show up. So it's 1 cup water, half cup vinegar, 2 tablespoons dish soap, 2 tablespoons sugar. That's what the recipe my mom sent me is. I eyeball it and use what I have. So I'm gonna put probably this much water in here and then try to fill it up half. So, like this much to vinegar. And then I put some squirts of dish soap in there and I put like a spoonful of stevia. So, that's how I'm gonna make it. And the plants are gonna sit in the water until I decide that I think it's been long enough. That's that's how I determine how long they soak. So the glasses are full of water, and I have this brand new thing of white vinegar. I don't know if it matters whether like what kind of vinegar it is. My mom's recipe used white vinegar because we've always been a white vinegar household. I don't think we ever even had apple cider vinegar in the house. So, and D might hate this because he hates the smell of vinegar. I don't mind it. It does not really bother me. Like, because I know that it's probably being used for cleaning. Hopefully he just won't notice. But we'll see. I did 10 squirts, then 10 dish soap pumps of dish soap each, and a spoonful and a half of stevia. My mom says to use hot water because the sugar will dissolve easier, but I did not want to pour hot water into the plants that I in watering. And if you're wondering if these work, they do work, especially if you follow the recipe exactly. They work phenomenally. I don't buy gnat traps because these just work so well. Um, since I have houseplants, like gnats are an issue. Not a big issue, but enough to bother me. That's why I got the mosquito bits, which I don't think I've noticed that they started working yet, but also I just put them in my plants a couple days ago, so I don't know, I figured I would just put these out anyway. Okay, that's pretty good. I will leave this one. I'll go ahead and just leave this one right here for now. This is a chipped bowl that I need to glue back together. My carnivorous plant is over here. Yes, I know I need to change its wood stake out to a metal one. Um, it, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's doing too hot. He's alive though, and he's definitely growing. I've had him for a long time, and he was just a teeny, teeny, teeny little baby. I say a long time. It's been probably less than a year, but he's grown a lot. So I think he did really well at my old house before I moved here with D. And then once I moved here, I mean, it's also been winter, and plants don't really grow during winter. But yeah, I've definitely noticed that he has been growing. It's just his head is getting so heavy. I'm gonna put the other one up here because that looks like as good a spot as any. This is the dining table. The light in the living room is off. So, yeah, the dining table's just had everything thrown on it since I moved in. And every time I go to start putting things away, I'm like, where do I even start? So, I know that this drill goes in the kitchen. So, I'm going to take this in the kitchen and then I'm going to try to put it in the drawer where it goes. The drawer is such a mess that I'm going to not be able to put the drill in there, get overwhelmed by the messy drawer, and they'll be like, well, I can't put this away, so I guess I'm done. Like, so we're gonna just organize the drawer. If this is too much for me right now, let's just work on the drawer. This is the drawer where the drill is supposed to go. And it's a mess. I did organize it twice. I organized it once when I first moved in, and then I organized it after I had unpacked everything that was getting unpacked. Like the boxes were all unpacked. And I organized this for the second time. And now it needs organized again because I think there's like I put some containers in here, but I think it needs different containers. I think it needs like the like acrylic containers, which I do have. I'm trying not to buy containers or organizers because I know for sure that there are things in this house that can be used as organizers or containers. And I have some acrylic organizers that are marketed for the fridge, and they're not in the fridge, so I'm gonna use those. I know it would be super satisfying. Also, I tried to duct tape that back up there, and it did not work. And that's not mold. That's dust. That I'm not dusting. I'm not doing that right now. And I know organizing the drawer would be super satisfying for you to watch, but there's bills or mail or something in here that has like name and addresses on it. So I might record me organizing, putting things in, but until I make find those, I'm not gonna record because I don't want to risk it being in the video and me not noticing. The drawer is cleared out. Various manuals to various things. You may think, hey, my opinion, keep the manuals. I've gone through and separated the ones out that I'm comfortable throwing away. And if I need to reference in the future, you can Google it. You can always Google it. But these are the ones that I want to keep. Ninja Creamy ones. Warranty for the lawnmower. Um, yeah, it's Ninja Creamy lawnmower, dishwasher. It's like a tabletop dishwasher that is not out right now because we don't have the counter space for it, but I want to keep the manual. What else? It doesn't matter, you don't care. Oh, the projector. I put the manuals in a different drawer where I already had the manual for my coffee maker. And I can't find the handheld vacuum. Oh, I just found it. And that's as good of a job as I'm gonna do, because to be honest, I don't really care. She also hates vacuums. She hates them. She's literally bit, like the floor vacuum, she's bit it and like tried to drag it. She will eat a vacuum. Here are the containers that I was talking about. Um, they're made for the fridge. There's a whole set of them. There's a lot of pieces. Hopefully I don't have to search for more, but they have lids. Probably not going to use lids. I have absolutely no idea how I want to organize this going into it, but I know that I'm just going to figure it out by doing. So I just went ahead and set the camera. So I'm going to take these out. Might time lapse it, might talk through it. I find that when there's a bunch of random screws that I need to organize into the toolbox, and I might put, random things in here and stuff. But you know what? It's mostly done. So I'm going to take this as a win. I completely forgot about the plants. The plants are done. The plants can go back. I feel done cleaning and organizing and doing for today, but I don't feel done being awake. So I think I'm going to lay down, watch YouTube or watch TV, and fall asleep eventually. So, good night. I hope you had a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I definitely feel like there's more to my day now that I'm vlogging, even if I don't post the vlogs. Sometimes I would be like, man, is this worth pulling out my camera and recording? And then I realized I can record whatever I want. That doesn't mean I A, have to put it in the video, B, have to post it at all. This is all just for fun. And yeah, I can record whatever I want. It's my vlog. And if I want to put it in the video, I can. And if I don't, I won't. So yeah. Now that I'm like, you don't have to make it interesting, doesn't matter. I think it's really fun. This is probably like the fourth or fifth one I filmed. I don't know. I keep recording them. Who knows if I'll post any of them? Definitely not all of them. But my days are very fun. I look like a floating head. My days feel very fun. They felt fun anyway, but I definitely feel like they are fuller now that I'm vlogging. They feel more full. So I guess it's just like something to look forward to. Like, oh, this will be fun and to record. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. And if I don't enjoy it in the future, I'll just stop. Because, like I said, it doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. Okay, bye.